everybody, we are back. Rachel,
Hi.
Mara. For September video clip, we'll focus on, as a part of the series of using how to use the foam roller, we'll focus today on the hip flexibility and range of motion. Before anything else, the body is lengthwise, supine lengthwise on the foam roller. We just need to be sure that the body is correct aligned. So we have the sacrum resting on the foam roller, the bottom ribs on foam roller, the shoulders wide and relaxed, and the head heavy back. I always have a support for the head with me in case that the shoulders are tight and the head is too much tilted back, but Rachel does not need. Then we check it out if you have a space behind your lower back, which is the lordosis, the natural curve of the lumbar spine, and the slightly arch behind the neck, which is the secondary lordosis behind the neck. Let's quick review about the breathing, because the breathing will help us to stabilize the body while we focus on the hips flexibility. So we have the rib cage breathing. Inhale as you expand the ribs in 3 dimensions, and then exhale as you close the ribs, maintaining the feeling of heavy placement of the ribs on the foam roller. We have the diaphragm breathing when we find the transverse abdominis, which is the deeper abdominal layer, which help us to keep us safe and against any injury of the back. Then we can ready to go. So we are going to have the hands for stability and for safety reason, the hands on the mat. We are going to start to single leg slide, maintaining the spine in neutral position and pelvis and lumbar region. Inhale, prepare, exhale as you slide your right leg as far away as the hips stay remain square and the lower back in neutral. We can inhale, prepare, exhale, slide the foot back to the starting position. We alternate with the left. So you take a deep breath, exhale, use the obliques to stabilize the pelvis lumbar area as you elongate the leg away from the seat. Then take a deep breath, exhale, bend the knee and bring it back to the center. Each time we can add more performance. So we're going to see if we can lengthening the leg as far away. We can, as we keep the hips square, and then inhale, prepare, exhale, bend the right knee back. Let's take a deep breath, exhale, slide your left leg as you keep the hips square. So sometimes I'm helping a little bit the leg to reach farther out, and then take a deep breath, exhale as you bend the knee. Hip release will be the next one, keeping the legs hip distance apart, keeping the left leg stationary. Then I'm going to sometimes to help, and sometimes you can help you by having your hands on the hips by yourself. So let's have the hands on the hips here, both of them, and you can use the elbows to give you support for balance. Inhale as you tip the right leg to the side and straight ahead as you maintain the rest of the body quiet. Rotate medial, bend the knee and then back, and we do 2 more times to the same direction. So it's inhale, tip the right leg to the side and straight ahead as you maintaining the rest of the body quiet. Rotate medial and then bend the knee and then back, and we can do again another time, 1 more time. The same leg we are going to reverse. So medial, rotate medial and straight ahead. Rotate out, bend the knee. We can perform in 2 breaths like we're doing now, or we can prefer to slow down and to do the 4 breath. And we are going to do 1 more time. So we're going to inhale and then exhale, slide the leg out, rotate out, bend the knee and then back. We keep the right leg stationary as you work on the left. So it's inhale, tip the left leg to the side and straight ahead, and then rotate medial and bring it back. We repeat 2 more times. So it's tip the legs, and 3 reps, it's enough. We don't need more than this in order to open the hip joint and to also to evaluate to see how it's the feeling of moving the leg into the socket. Then after the 3rd we reverse. So rotate medial, straight ahead, rotate out, bend the knee and then back. So it's inhale as you rotate medial, bend the knee and then back. Then the next one will be 1 more time, will be a single leg circle. So maintaining the pelvis quiet, we pick up the right leg in tabletop position and then be sure that the femur is in line with the hip joint, so there is no tension into your quads. We are going to tip the right leg across the midline, and then down, out, and then up, and again we can repeat 2 more times. Then we are going to reverse, so it'll be out, down, cross the midline, and then up, while we keep the rest of the body stable and stationary. We are going to take a deep breath and then exhale using the abdominal support, bringing the leg back on the floor. We are going to take a deep breath, exhale, pick up your left leg in tabletop position and ready to do the same 3 circles, starting medial, crossing the midline, forward, out, and then back. Cross the midline, forward, out, and then back. And then reverse. When the movement it's into the hip joint, when we are so vulnerable, the hips is so vulnerable to tightness and lack of mobility because of the modern life, over sitting, over driving. Then inhale, prepare, then exhale all the way down.